Hi, it's Ray, Chubby Ray Comics. I don't buy single issues. I buy trade paperbacks and I buy omnibuses. And today I want to talk about the best Rebirth debut trades. This was a question that I had, and it was about it wasn't specifically this, but it was about the Rebirth era. So they asked for a question of the best Rebirth books. So I made it the debut trades of Rebirth, and that's what I came up with. This is your top 5 you're going to get today. So number 5, Justice League. Justice League, The Extinction Agenda. This was a debut of the Justice League book, and for the Rebirth era. And Superman dies at the end of New 52. Spoiler alert. Superman dies, so there's a new Superman. And the new Superman is actually an old Superman, but there's way too much to explain. But this new Superman joins with the Justice League to stop this extinction agenda, which is, the extinction agenda is many, many years ago, these aliens sent things to the Earth, and they went inside the Earth that would break apart our planet whenever they wanted. And so it would cause mass havoc. And so the Justice League, they're trying to stop it. And one of the things they do is Batman reaches out to the new Superman, who's not technically a part of the Justice League yet, but Batman reaches out and talks him into risking his life by going into the planet's core and trying to move these obstacles, all right, in order to save the Earth. And it's a pretty good story. It's Brian Hitch and Tony Daniel. Tony Daniel's art is fantastic. Brian Hitch is known mostly as an artist, but his writing is not bad. Extinction Agenda is a nice debut for the Justice League. Number 5 on my list of best Rebirth books. Number 4, Benjamin Percy's Green Arrow. It's a new status quo for Oliver Queen. When you talk Rebirth, he's someone that they make some changes to. Like, for example, he's someone who he's never met Dinah before, okay? So this is him meeting Black Canary for the first time. And he's got a sister, Emiko, that also is very involved. And his corporation is involved because his same guy, Queen, is a billionaire. He's loaded. He's Green Arrow, but he's a billionaire, and he's got a family. And he also finds out that there's a group called the Ninth Circle that is doing some slave trading, and it's got to do with homeless people and slave trading. And it's really a crazy story. It's a good story, but it's crazy, and it goes to the very end where there's a couple of weird twists in it that are very good. And it also goes to Oliver having to make a choice. Does he want to lose all of his money and his identity, or save the day? What will he pick? Benjamin Percy, it's a great story. This is number 4 of the best Rebirth debuts. Number 3, Titans. The Titans Return of Wally West, this is a surprise. This is surprising that it made the list, but it is a very, very good book. I've talked about it before. It's very good. The art of it's very good. If you read the Rebirth, when the Rebirth first came out, nobody knows who Wally West is. They have no idea who he is, especially his friends, the Titans. So this book is about them figuring out who he is and why they know him. That's what happens in this book. And that's the good thing. The good thing is the art and the beginning story. The bad thing is the villain responsible for all this stuff is kind of lame. And the story and them fighting the villain is kind of lame. But if you're a longtime Titan fan like I am, you'll love the book because you see the old Titans. And you get to see them come together to fight and make a difference. You see the young Titans and the current Titans. Like I said, good part is everything else but the bad part, which is the villain who's responsible for it and them fighting the villain. That's kind of lame. But everything else in this is great. The art's great. The story's very good. And all the stuff with Wally West is good. That's number 3. Number 2, The Flash. Lightning Strikes. This is Joshua Williamson. This is such a great book. It's Barry Allen. And he knows Iris, but they're not dating. They just they're friends. They're friends, and she has a nephew named Wally West, but it's not the Wally West you think it is. Because Barry met the Wally West that he knew during Rebirth. I hope I'm not confusing you, but he met him and finally remembered him. That's what saved Wally West from disappearing, when Barry remembered him. And so Wally appears in this for a little bit, but the new Wally West appears in it a lot more. Barry Allen is a police CSI guy, and he's working with this detective named August. August gets superpowers. In fact, a bunch of people get superpowers, and there is a scientist named Mina who is training all the people who get superpowers. She's training them. In fact, she starts training Wallace West. Young Wallace West. She starts training him so he can learn how to use his powers too. And meanwhile, the villain Godspeed shows up. And Godspeed starts killing people because Godspeed realizes that when someone dies with powers, the people left get more power. So Godspeed wants more power. So he starts killing these people who have speed powers. And that's what Godspeed does. And Barry has to eventually catch Godspeed. And then you find out who Godspeed is, and it's a shock. That's number 2 in my top 5 Rebirth debut issues. And then number 1, Rebirth debut issues. I love this book. It's one of my favorite Batman stories. It's Batman, I Am Gotham. This is the story of 2 young kids who lose their parents, much like Bruce lost his parents. And because they lost their parents, they have a dream to become superheroes. And they become superheroes, and they want to help Batman fight crime. And then some bad things happen. There's some tragedy, and it gets very sad. It gets very sad in this book. But this is a great story. This is a story that's not talked about enough. I really liked this book. It's called I Am Gotham, and this is available at like Ollie's. You can get this book at a place like Ollie's for pretty cheap. In fact, all these books, Batman, Flash, Titans, Green Arrow, Justice League, you can get them. I think you still get them on Amazon. You can get them for good prices. But these are the Rebirth books you should read. So if you want to check out Rebirth and you want to know which ones to check out, there's your list. The top 5 Rebirth debut issues. All right? Our top 5 Rebirth debut trades. Get them. Thank you for watching the video. Make sure to like, comment, follow me, or subscribe if you're on YouTube. And I thank you so much. Hope you have a great rest of the night.